Oh my goodness, this content update is insane. This collection is insane. We got so much to go over. Let's not waste any time and get into it. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys become a channel member to receive exclusive perks such as roster update advice from someone who's made over 10 million stubs this year, one-on-one coaching, and access to the members-only Discord, link in the description. Looking at the calendar, the new Legends and Flashbacks collection consists of John Donaldson, Hank Greenberg, Alfonso Soriano. We also got a new XP reward path. We got new Weekend Classic rewards. We got Moonshot 2.0, which has a 99 Hank Aaron, which is absolutely ridiculous. We have the start of September Spotlight. We have a roster update, which that's the only L I will say in this content was the roster update, which I'm going to get into first. But yeah, really quickly looking at the calendar, we have new World Series rewards, new multiplayer program on Tuesday, and then a week from today, we have a new program, Pack, Showdown, and Collection. Pretty sure that's going to be the Home Run Derby X that ended up getting leaked today. And it wasn't supposed to come out today, but that's probably what that's going to be. 5x BXB for home runs, and then postseason content in the future. So let's start with the roster update, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here. This roster update was pathetic, in all honesty. Not by my performance. My performance was great as always. I'm going to end up making over 5 million stubs. But I just don't understand how SDS can do roster updates every 4 weeks and only give us 4 new diamonds. To me, that is ridiculous. If you're going to make roster updates longer and longer in between, fine. In response to that, you need to give more diamond cards and more upgrades. That's my take on that. There are some guys who it's just ridiculous didn't win diamond, but you know, a few notables: Juan Soto, Turner, and Miller are all 90s. Moving down the line here, the one guy who I really needed to go diamond did go diamond, so that's a good thing. But taking a look at the new diamonds, first of all, we have George Springer as an 86, and I'm not going to quick sell all of them because I'm going to be pushing the stub cap here. George Springer, 86 overall. So I'm going to be making him looking at my Excel. George Springer is going to be 750K. I'm not going to quick sell him now. Moving down the line. So there were 4 new diamonds. I had 3 of them. Ramon Laureano went diamond. That was a good one. I made 600K. Christopher Sanchez is my greatest investment of all time. I started investing in him. He was a 78 overall. Then I bought more. Then I bought even more. I invested 900K, and I'm going to end up making 3.9 million stubs. Give me that. That's my greatest investment ever. Revenue of 3 million in revenue. So that's subtracting the amount that I spent. Return on investment, 331%. That's my greatest investment of all time. I'm very happy to see him finally make diamond. But the rest of this update is just kind of frustrating. And I'm going to come back and quick sell the other guys. I just have other investments for the Legends and Flashbacks collection that I don't want to sell. And then the last diamond was Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I didn't have him. But there's some guys where it's just like, are we for real? Like, how did Perdomo not make diamond? Dingler, I could see an argument. Moving down the line, like Bichette, okay, I can see an argument. But Dingler, or not Dingler, Perdomo is the one that really frustrates me. And then you have Gabe Spear, too, who goes down. If he doesn't make diamond because of those 2 outings, fine. But him going down is ridiculous, in my opinion. But some other notables, Doyle went up, Peralta went up, and yeah, Rogers went up to an 83. Wow. But yeah, anything else notable? Stan went up to an 82. There's so much stuff. I have to go through this so quickly. So in the 8th inning XP reward path, we have 3 new bosses. Hall of Fame Mike Piazza, who has first base as a secondary. We finally have an elite catcher that has first base because there are already so many good catchers. But regardless, this card is just insane offensively. 121, 125, 115, 120, 121 clutch. And he's a pretty solid defender. This is probably the best defense we've had on a Piazza. We have awards, Pedro Martinez. How much are these guys going for? Wow. I know the content just came out, but it's very easy to get these guys. Pedro Martinez, 4-seam circle change, slur, sinker, cutter. They gave him a sinker, which is insane. He obviously is outlier on the 4-seam, maxed out pitching clutch. Disgusting card. And then Hall of Fame Vladimir Guerrero, maxed out contact and clutch, good power, good vision, Obviously going to have 99 arm strength and accuracy, good speed as well, and he doesn't have that bad of fielding rating. He's gold. And then the henchman is this prime Todd Helton, who has max contact and clutch with good power versus righties. Don't really think I'm going to see too much of him though in in games. And then quickly, here are the cornerstone low diamonds. We'll get into their high diamonds now. Moving on to the high diamonds for the cornerstones, we have a 99 Craig Biggio. Don't really see him being in any lineups considering all the good catchers in the game. I don't know if he's that good of a second baseman. Eddie Matthews, Kevin Giodi is probably going to be very happy about this. Great versus righties, not amazing contact versus lefties, but he'll be good. And then Trevor Hoffman, this is definitely the best of the three. 99 reliever with maxed out per nines, clutch. I don't know if he's ever an endgame reliever, but this is definitely a great reliever. And really quickly, I want to go over the new Weekend Classic rewards. So first one is Hall of Fame Honus Wagner. This is easily the best Honus Wagner card we've ever had in MLB The Show. I think he's better than the MLB 19 one, which was the best one before this year. They juiced up his power, so he's at 194. It's the best power we've ever had. He always has maxed out contact vision and clutch. They also gave him every secondary position. They sometimes don't give him like one of the infield spots. Great defense and maxed out speed. This card's a beast. And then the other one is going to be another amazing card. And I'm going the wrong way. It's Bob Gibson, Cy Young. This card is disgusting. Four seam slider, sinker, curveball, changeup. He has outlier on the four seam. 111 hits per nine, 120 Ks per nine, 115 clutch, 125 stamina. Do not sleep on that. He's going to be able to go 110 pitches every time you pitch him too, which is very valuable. Now let's move on to the new September Spotlight. I actually just bought all the cards and locked them in because I was going to use them for the collection anyway. The program reward is Brandon Marsh. Great against righties, meh against lefties. Another guy that's like, don't really see him being in endgame teams. I'm just going to skip the Tops Now cards because whatever. But Brad Keller, very good reliever. Maxed out hits per nine and clutch. Good velo. Great pitch mix. Great control. That's a great reliever. And then Dalen Lyle, great contact and clutch. Goal defense, good speed. Overall, pretty solid player. Okay, I'll just quickly showcase the Tops Now cards. There you go. And then now let's go into the pack for the Tops Now cards. Here you go. Pause if you want to see these guys. Mitch Ferris. Okay. The next piece of content is Moonshot 2.0, which is absolutely amazing. Let's go into the program. I'm just going to quickly go through the common cards. If you want to take a look at these guys and you're not at home and you can't play the game right now. Wow, this Chapman is actually very good for a common, I can't lie. 6 walks per 9. Holy. But we have some of the old packs here to help you out because this is going to be like new threads where it adds on to the collection and it's not a new one. And yes, the collection reward is a part of the new John Donaldson collection. Let's take a look at the final program reward. And Joe Mauer, my goodness. 125 for contact right, contact left, and power right, and clutch. He's not going to have the best defense because they're all moonshot cards, but that's just insane. Let me, I'll showcase the pack players now too. One thing I will mention is there is no new headliner and there's no new chase card. What they did was you can buy like a chase pack and it'll give you a random chase card. So that's for the show shop. But let's go through all these cards really quickly. Sammy Sosa, I mean, just phenomenal. We have Ricky Henderson, who still has maxed out speed, even though he's a moonshot card. Joe Morgan, I've never seen a Joe Morgan be this good offensively. Barry Larkin, he is a great swing, so don't sleep on him. Preston Wilson, our first 99 Preston Wilson, great stats and great clutch. Brian Dozier, this is a great card. This card might be able to compete with Ketel Marte. Ryan Braun, maxed out versus lefties, great against righties. Not terrible defensively, too. Same with Pudge here. I think some other offensive catchers haven't beat, but he has that arm strength. Brooks Robinson, we've never had... did he have a... I swear he had a lower moonshot card. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these cards are players who typically don't have good power, which is what makes this content so fun. Jeff Bagwell, oh my goodness. These cards are insane. Steve Finley, another guy with a great swing. And then Richie Ashburn. Who knew a Richie Ashburn would have double 100 power? And then let's just go through the rest of this program. So we have Matt Holliday, just insane. Grady Sizemore, another great card. primarily versus righties. Carlos Pena, maxed out power versus both sides. A Bill Mazeroski that has power near 120 and 120, and he has good defense, which these moonshot cards don't have. And then a Luis Aparicio, all around a great hitter with good power. So now let's finally take a look at the Legends and Flashbacks collection. I will not be getting Donaldson in this video. I will be making a separate video tomorrow. There's one reason why, and it's because you need either the Moonshot or the Cornerstone, and I don't have the new Cornerstones yet. I don't think anybody does. No one's discovered them. And the Moonshot obviously just came out, right? So I'm going to do this offline. I'm going to get him within a couple hours after the video comes out. But yeah, I did some of this off camera already, and this is pretty insane. And I hope you guys watched my prep video because I prepped you guys so well. So obviously all these players are vouchers, right? But Finest, I was correct. There was a Finest voucher. I told you to invest in Rob Nen. He's going up. Same thing with Jason Kipnis. I locked in Bautista, Nen, and Headley. I'm going to sell off all these guys at the end, or off camera. So I hope you guys prepare for that. Jolt ended up being all 30. Same with Colorstorm. And Last Ride is not a part of the collection. So yeah, that's interesting. And that makes me think that, especially for rookie break, or I'll just click on him. Rookie for breakout, Hank Greenberg. Okay, he's actually not going up that much. So for rookie, breakout, veteran, second half, postseason, and standout, you need every single card. And it makes me think that since Last Ride was not included in this collection, it makes me think that they're not going to be adding any more of those card series, and those collections won't be a part of the final collection at the end of the year. But yeah, I hope you guys, and contributor too, I forgot. But like, these guys are going up in price. I hope you guys listened to me and invested in those guys that I mentioned in my video. But besides that, Spotlight, pretty difficult. I mean, there were some guys that I were able to skip. I don't think I had to lock in any extra August or July cards. Yeah, but this is obviously a challenge. And then anything else that I missed that I haven't gone over, no. So let me go through what I have for Topps now. I didn't finish this. Oh yeah, because I bought the new guys, so I want to lock in the no sells first. No sell. Okay, those were the 3 new cards. After that, I'm just gonna, I'll just do the rest of them. So there's Topps now. And again, I'm not gonna finish this in today's video, but I just want to show you guys. Milestone. I mean, these are really difficult. Let me make sure I lock in Real Muto. I wish it had the no sell icon there. So I need 10 more cards for Milestone. Yeah, so we have Buchholz is going to be cheap. Joe Nathan is cheap. Okay, Richard, wow, he's going up. Torre's a headliner. Paul O'Neill's a headliner. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just going to go by price here. The Diamond Quest cards are going up, so if you need stubs, hit up. Oh, I missed Nicholas Kurtz here. Okay, so those are the guys that I'm going to start with Milestone. And then let's do definitely O'Neill. Definitely Jimenez. So O'Neill, Jimenez, and then the rest of these guys are just Diamond Quest. So I don't have to lock in Chipper, and I don't have to lock in Babe Ruth. So that's what I'm going to do for Milestone. There we go. Oh, and I completely forgot to show you guys the Moonshot Collection rewards. Look at this Hank Aaron. Insane. He's going to be my first baseman. Absolutely. We have an Ozzie Smith with 125 power, and then a Tim Raines. I mean, these guys are amazing. I haven't really gone through this, so I don't know how many of the older guys that you need in addition. But yeah, so All-Star. This one was actually easier because all 3 of the cornerstones were All-Star. So I only need to lock in. I don't need to lock in any chase cards. I already locked in the new cornerstones. Let me go through. Okay, yeah, let me not do any chase cards. This is a multiplayer. Is that really the only one that's a multiplayer? Surely not, right? There's a second. No, okay. He's a multiplayer. Is there anyone else that's a multiplayer player, or do I have to lock in chase cards? I mean, it's fine if I have to. I just thought that there were more. Right? Oh, okay. All right, so I have to lock in 2 of these chase guys. Reynolds is 70. Oh, wait, no, I forgot Dawson. That's who I was thinking of. So I have to lock in one chase card. Alvarez is 75. Ista, Acuna, or Mantle. Let me just do Reynolds because he's the lowest overall. So there's All-Star. And then I'll do awards and... God, this video is going to be long. I'm going to do awards and Hall of Fame too. One thing that I highly recommend too, and I'm going to show these attributes, I will, is make sure you guys wait to do All-Star awards and Hall of Fame until you have Greenberg and Soriano, so you can use those non-sellable cards in these two collections. So you don't have to lock in someone super expensive. So awards, I need, oh my goodness, I need 13 more. Okay, let's see who's the cheapest. So obviously Randy, and okay, those guys. Yeah, Hunter definitely. Garrett Cole. Okay, Trammell is going to be a Diamond Quest. Who are like, the Weekend Classic ones are probably going to be cheaper, yeah. Oh, definitely these two. These are multiplayers. Is there anyone else down here? Definitely Joe Morgan. He's a multiplayer. And then there's no one else down there. So let me lock those guys in. And so I need 7 more. So I'm definitely going to have to do those two. And coming into today, I had every card in the game. So I'm very happy that I was able to do that. Joe Mauer's 72. Okay, so I have to do 5 more. Do I have to do every single one of these guys? 1, 2, 3, holy, 4. I'm gonna have to lock in one of those two. That's crazy. That's insane. I might skip awards, because I don't know, like I'm definitely gonna get this Hank Aaron, and I'm definitely going to I'm gonna come back to awards. Hall of Fame, this one shouldn't be as bad. So Gibson is multiplayer. Anyone else? Okay, and the rest of these guys are Diamond Quests. So Cy Young, Paul Molitor, and Rod Carew. That one was pretty simple. So before this video ends, let's take a look on that 30. So here's the John Donaldson. My goodness, insane. You know, the typical 99 Donaldson with great hitting stats. Let's take a look at the Soriano. A little underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie, with the vision and discipline. And then the Hank Greenberg is a great card too. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. But most importantly, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.